Electronic-related crimes. Computer crime developments. Computer forensics is used in many areas. In civil law for discrimination and harassment case, by insurance companies for workers' compensation case, by corporation for trade secret misappropriation and in criminal law mostly for a drug and embezzlement record keeping and child pornography. As mentioned previously, this is loosely related. Developing a specialty area, it is a most closely related typewriter comparison the FBI has for many years maintained by typewriter database, ink databases, copy toner database, paper database, and watermark, which sometimes change every year. Private examiners do not have the advantage of large database available to government examiners. Computer and computer printouts also leave a trail that can be followed, whether it's from something simple like how full or dry printer's ink cartridge is to the various alignment and misalignments of that matrix laser printers. Yun nga daw, ang computer forensics ito ginamit sa madaming areas. Sa civil daw, ito ay ginagamit sa discrimination at kasong harassment. A computer forensics expert will have experience on a wide variety of hardware and software. Unlike paper evidence, computer evidence exists in many forms, with earlier alternate and backup version of each and every file somewhere of the hard drive and frequently unknown to the users. The process of examining a suspect computer system is as follows. Secure, protect the system from further use, damage, of corruption. Yun nga daw po, kailangan daw pong isiguridad at protektahan ng system sa paggamit upang maiwasan na pagkasira sa pagkorupsyon. Discover all files including hidden and encrypted ones. Diskubrahin ng mga papeles kabilang sa mga hidden at mga encrypted ones. Reveal all hidden temporary and swap files all protected or encrypted files. Ilabas ang mga natatago at pansamantala at pagpalit ng mga papeles at ito ay kailangang protektahan. Reveal all hidden temporary and swap files all protected or encrypted files. Analyze all unlocated or slack space on disk. Kailangan daw pong analisahin ang lahat ng unallocated or slack space sa isang disk. Print out an overall analysis of the system listing all files. Kailangan i-print ang lahat ng mga analysis sa system. Formulate an opinion of the system layout, file structure, and aim to hide, delete, protect, or encrypted information. Kailangan daw pong magsagawa ng isang opinion ng system sa layout, file structure, encrypted information, tsaka delete, protect. In 1969, the United States Department of Defense, with the providing connection between computer in different locations, developed the Internet. The project called ARPANET originated. Their idea was based on that the network would still operate even if part the connection housed at UCLA and Stanford Research Institutes. Then the sites of USA failed. The first successful link was established between Computer Santa Barbara and the University of Utah. Computers were added to the system. There were more than 20 sites connected on the system. When the first electronic email message was sent in 1972. In the establishment of the National Science Foundation Network, NSFNet, 1980s, this network of interconnected computers grew, which encompassed 5 supercomputing centers across the United States for the purpose of accessing NSFNet by 1989 states. At about the same time, regional networks were formed. ARPANET as those down and NSFNet along with the regional networks began to mushroom into a worldwide network known as the Internet. Noong 1969 daw po, ang United States Department of Defense ay nagsagawa na sila ng isang connection between computers and sa iba't ibang lokasyon. Nagsagawa sila ng internet. Ang proyektong iyon ay tinatawag na ARPANET. Ang kanilang ideya ay binase nila sa network na nag-ooperate sa connection house sa Ookla and Stanford Research Institute. Ang kanilang unang successful na nagawa ay in-establish between computers sa Santa Barbara at sa Universidad ng Utah Computers. Meron daw itong mahigit na 20 sites na konektado sa system. Ang unang electronic mail daw ay email na inumpisahan magsample ng message noong 1972. Itong network na ito daw ay konektado sa pag-unlad ng computer. What is Internet? It can be defined as a network of networks. A single network consists of two or more computers that are connected to share information. It connects thousands of these networks so all the information can be exchanged. Connections are typically made through a modem, a device that allows computers to exchange and transmit information through telephone lines. A modem takes a digital information and pass through a series of steps to convert into analog signals or sound waves that can be passed over a telephone line. The process is reversed when the modem converts information coming in from phone line. Modems transfer the information at a rate of bits per second (bps). Modem with high-speed capabilities will assure a faster connection on the internet. Currently, the 15,000 BIS or 56 kilobits per second modes is recommended for convenience and reasonable connection. This speed is roughly equivalent to transmitting 1,000 to 2,000 words per second. The trend, however, is to offer internet users even highest connections to web. Digital subscriber line is phone companies in many regions. The DSL digital information on your regular telephone line without disturbing voice traffic. These lines can carry up 1 to 1 megabits per second. Transmits over a TV cable lines cable model. Ito nga po, sinasabi dito na kung ano nga daw po ang internet. Ang internet daw ay may definition sa isang network o networks. Ang isang single internet daw ay naglalaman ng dalawa o higit pang computers na nagkokonekta upang maibahagi ang mga impormasyon. Ang connection daw ay kailangan ng mga device na nag-aalaw sa computer upang makipagpalitan at magbigay ng impormasyon sa pamamagitan ng linya ng telepono. Ang impormasyon daw na naipadala ay sobrang bilis na. Ito ay bumibilis ng 56,000 BIS o 56 kilobits per kada segundo. Ito ay nag-equivalent ng 1,000 o 2,000 words kada segundo. Kapag daw ang isang computer ay nakakonect sa isang internet, ito daw ay tinatawag na local sites at ang computer ay nakikipagkomunikasyon sa local sites ay tinatawag na remote sites. Offer speed comparable DSL once the computer is connected to the internet. It is called a local sites, and the computer communicating to local sites are called remote sites. Many sites hosted by organizations called domains. The following are the most common domains and the arbitrations by which they are identified on the internet. Sinasabi dito na kapag daw ang computer na connect sa isang internet, ito daw ay tinatawag na local sites. At ang computer ay nakikipagkomunikasyon sa isang local sites ay tinatawag na remote sites. Government, military, educational institution, commercial providers, or non-profit organizations. Access to the internet is becoming easier to handle and cheaper, but major consideration in selecting our price. Ang pag-access daw po sa internet ay masasabing madali upang masagawa ang lahat ng Access the local phone numbers, and whether the ISP has local numbers in areas you may travel to. Consumers can connect to the internet once they subscribes to ISP and own a modem. Makaka-access lang daw po sa connection sa internet once na nag-subscribe ka, nagbayad ka sa ISP and upang sa iyong modem. The computer establishes a connection by dealing telephone number through a open line to have supercomputers. These supercomputers connect your request internet backbone circuits. These are the circuits that as other computers known as servers for directions to the web address once you have connected to the internet. Your ISP home page is a start page for the giving you plenty of options for chatting, shopping, electronic mail, stick codes, web browsing, news, and other service. This information and service is called a portal. Yun nga daw po, kapag daw po nakapag-subscribe ka sa isang internet, maka-access ka sa mga chatting, shopping, electronic mail, stick codes, web browsing, news, and other service. Electronic mail, the service that is most commonly used in conjunction with electronic mail. This communication system can transport across the world in a matter of seconds. The convenience of persons to communicate on an individual to individual. Yun nga daw po, ang electronic mail daw po ay nakakapag-transport sa ba't ibang bahagi ng mundo ng segundo lang ang binibilis. Photocopier, printer, and fax examination. With the emergence digital technology, documents examiners subject to alterations of fraudulent use. The cases of photocopiers confronted with a new way of creating machines and computer printers, and an examiner may be called upon identify the make and model of a machine that may have been used printing a document. The examiner may be called upon or question documents with the test samples printed from a suspend. The examiners will have to generate approximately 10 samples each machine to obtain a sufficient representation of photocopiers characters. A side-by-side comparison is made between the questioned documents and the printed exemplars to compare marking produced by the machine. Transitory defects, marks originating from the random formation of debris on the glass plated. Inner cover or mechanical portions or copier themselves produce image. These images often appear, shape, and sometimes form distinctive patterns. Thus, they become point of comparisons as the documents examiners attempts to link the document to suspect copiers. The gradual change, shift, duplications of these marks may aid the examiners in dating the documents. In analyzing computers, printouts, and faxes, examiners use the same approach for comparing the markings on a question's documents to exemplar documents generated by a suspect machine. These markings include all possible transitory patterns arising from debris and other extraneous materials. Fax machines contain a header known as the transmitter terminal identifier (TTI) that can be read at the top of each fax page, which serve as very important point of the comparisons. The header and the document's text should have different types. Systems can fraudulently be prepared and placed in the approximate position on a fax copy. However, a microscope examination of the print will quickly reveal significant characteristics that will distinguish it from genuine TTI. In order to determine the fax machine model type, the examiner must often begin analyzing the type, style, the number of characters, their style, and their position in the header, and best evaluated through a collection of TTI fonts organized into a useful database.